My name is Sunday Bada. I am here to teach you guys how to solve JAMB pass question, mathematics for year 2022. Let's begin to solve this question. Find the LCM and ACM of these numbers. Now let me write out the question. Let's first look for the LCM. LCM. Now write out the figure 12a raised power 3b. We have 9a, b, c. Now, what can go here that can divide? The factor that we can see, 2 can go here. So we are going to use what? We are going to use 2. Or let's use 3. 3 can go in 12 and 3 can go what? Go in 9. Let's use 3. 3 here. How many 3 can we see in 12? We can see 4. 3, B. How many 3 can we see in 9? 3. A, B, C. Write the remaining one. What can go again? 2 can go or 4 can go. Isn't it? Let's use 4. 4 has cost 4 here. The remaining one that will remain is A cube 3B. What will remain here? 3 cannot go in, 4 cannot go in 3. Therefore, we write out the answer, the question back. Now, what can go again? The 3 can go. 3 here, 3 cannot go here. Write the question back. 3 has gone, 3 has got 3. What that will remain is A, B, C, isn't it? What is the common factor that is here? Between here, A and B is here. A and B is here as well. Therefore, we are going to use AB. 1A. Therefore, like I said, 1A has gone out of this one. It will remain A. What B is gone already. AB, what that will remain here is what? C, isn't it? Now, what is the common factor that we can use? Can use again. We can use A again. A2. This one 1. This one remains C. What can go again? C. 1, 1. That's all. This is the LCM. Now let's multiply it together. 3 times 4 is 12. 12 times 12 times 12 times 3, 36. Isn't it? We have 36. 36. AB and B square. When you multiply it together, it's going to give you 8 times multiply 8 square root. It's going to give us A cube 3. A raised power 3. A power 3. BC. Just write the BC beside it. This is the XCM. LCM. Now let's look for the ACF. The ACF, you don't need to bother yourself. ACF for this and 9ABC. What is the common factor that can go between the here and here? Is 3. 3 can go in 12 and 3 can go in 9. Write out that one. What can divide the here and here again? The common factor is A. A is here, A is here. Write it out. What can go again? B is here and B is here. B. Therefore, our ACF is 3AB. Now let's join this together. This is LCM. The ACF is going to be what? 3. Do you have final answer that look like this one? Let me take out my picture. Let me bring it up. Let me take it up. Therefore, our answer here is D. What I'm seeing here, these two, XCM and ACF. I have 36 A cube A raised power 3 BC and 3AB. Our final answer is D. Let's move to the next question. Now find the number base used in the above subtraction. This is subtraction, minus. It is minus. Now let me rewrite it out so that we understand. 2, 6, 4, 3, 5, 5, 2. minus. Therefore, we are looking for the base they use. What is the base? We don't know. Let's assume the base is what? X. The base is X. That's what we are looking for. 4 minus 2 is going to give us what? It's going to give us 2. And the question gives us 2. 6 minus 5, the question gives us 1. Good. 2 minus 5, impossible. We are going to borrow 1. Whatever you borrow is the what? Is the base. Is the base. If you borrow 1 from here, if the base is 3, it means that when you borrow 1 from here, the one you borrow is 3. You just say 3 plus 2 is going to give you 5. Now say 5 minus 5 is going to give us 0. But this one is 6. The question says is 6. Is 6. Now we are going to look for the number they borrow from here. They have to this 2 and then minus 5, and it give them what? 6. Final answer. Isn't it? Let's assume that the base is X. Let me write it. The base is X plus these 2, isn't it? And then minus 5. Minus 5 equals to 6. It gives us 6, isn't it? Minus 5 equals to 6. What is that base number? Now let's open the bracket. S plus 2 minus 5 equals to 6. You have 2 naira plus 2 minus 5. What is it? It means that you have 2 naira with you. Minus 5 means you are owing somebody. When you pay 2 naira that you have, you are still going to owe the person minus 3 equals to 6, isn't it? Now let's collect light time. S is equal to 6 is here already. When minus 3 wants to jump is equal to, is going to change its minus to what? To plus. Therefore, X is going to be 6 plus 3 is going to be 9. Our final answer, which is the base they use here, is what? Is 9. Do we have 9 there? Yes, C. Final answer is C. Let's move to the next question. Now, correct is 0.078664 to 3 significant figure. Let me write out the question. 0.078664. 3 significant figure mentioned here is that whenever you see significant figure, not 0, anything from 1 and above. Therefore, your 3 will start from here. 1, 2, 3. This is where you will stop your 3 significant figure, not from 0. Therefore, what is the next number? Is it 5 and above? Yes, 6 is more than 5 and above. You turn this 6 to 1 and add this 1 to this 6. It's going to change to what? 7. 0.0788. This one will change to what? You add the 1s to 6 to 7. Our final answer is 0.0787. Do you have it here? Yes, C. But if it is decimal places, we can call this one 4 decimal places, because decimal places will count all the figure regardless whether it's 0 or not 0. But yes, let's move to the next question. If the ratio of I to j is 5/3, find the ratio of minus 2i plus 3j to I minus 2j. Now, what is the ratio of I to j? Is I to j is 5/3. It means that I is what? 5 and j is what? 3. Now, let's apply this ratio on this one. The first one, which is minus 2i plus 3 minus 2i plus 3j. Minus, what is our I? Our I here is 5. Multiply by 5 plus j. 3. What is our j? J is 3. Therefore, 2 times 5, 10, is going to give us minus 10 plus 3 times 3, 9. Our final answer is going to be minus 1, because you are owing 10 naira, and when you pay the 9 naira out of what you are owing, it's still going to give you minus 1. You are still going to be owing 1. Now, the second one, I minus 2j. What is our I? 5. What is our j? 3. 2 times 3, 6. Therefore, 5 minus 6 is going to give us what? Minus 1 as well. Therefore, what is our ratio? Our ratio is going to be what? This one to this one, going to be minus 1 over minus 1. Minus cancel minus, isn't it? Our final answer will be 1 over. Let's turn this 1 over 1 to ratio. 1 ratio 1. That's our final answer. Do we have it here? Yes, D. Our final answer is D. Let's move to the next question. The average age of a class of 36 children is 12 years. The average age of the boys is 12 years, 3 months. What is the average age of the girls if 2 over 3 of the class are boys? Now, the question, if I want to get the total of their age, if you want to calculate the mean and the average, they are the same thing. For example, if you have a question that say, let me just write something out here, 3, 2, 5. If question say that what is the average of this age, 3 to 5, we are going to do what? To add everything together. 3 plus 2 plus 5 is going to give us what? 10. Now say 10 divided by 3 is what that is called mean or average. It is called average. Now let's calculate the average. What is the average of the boys now? If I want to know we were told that 2/3 of the class are boys. What is the total of number of the children in that class? They are 36. And we were told that 2/3 of the class are what? Are boys. I'm going to say the total of the students multiplied by 2/3 to know the number of the boys in the class is going to give me what? Use your calculator. 36 multiplied by 2 divided by 3 is going to give me the total of boys. 24 boys is here. If 24 boys are there, how many? We have total of children of 36. Since the boys are 24, it means that the remaining will be what? Will be girls. Just what you just need to do is that 36 minus 24, or you can say 1/3 of the class are girls, because since the boys take 2, it means that the last one will be for girls. 1 over 3 is the same thing. 36 minus 24 is going to give us what? 12. Therefore, 12 girls. We have 12 girls. Now, the question has given us the average for the boys, isn't it? The average age of the boys is 12 years, 3 months. If we want to calculate our mean or average, sometimes I call it average or mean. It's the same thing. We will add up the total of their age the same way I had this age, 3 plus 2 plus 5, making 10. And divide it by the total of how many digits of them? 1, 2, 3. 3 children. 3 children. I divide them by the total of how many children? Children. The age, I added it up. Now, the same way, what is the total age of the boys? We don't know. Let's assume that the total of the age of the boy, which is 24. The total of these boys, children, the total of their age is X. We don't know. We have add them up the same way we had this thing up, that their total is X divided by 24 of the frequency of the number of boys. Isn't it? It gives us what? The average of 2 years, 3 months. Now, these 3 months, I'm going to convert it back to what? To decimal places, because I don't want it to be 3 months. What is 3 months? I said that I want to turn these 3 months to decimal, because it is decimal. It's not up to 1 year. Therefore, 1 year is like a 1. Therefore, if you have 3 months, we are going to say 3 divided by 12. It's going to give us what? 0.25. It's not up to 1 year. Therefore, I'm going to write this answer 12 years, 3 months, like 12 years, 25 kobo, 12.25. I have come 3 months to what? To decimal. I just divide this 3 months by 12 because we have total of 12 months. Therefore, I've done like this. To now know the total of age of the boys, let's cross multiply. Cross this by this. X times 1, x. 24 times 12.25 is going to give us what? 294. 4 years. This is the total age of the boys in the class, and we were told that all these total children, the total, they are 36 in the class. Their average, which means each person is 12 years. What is the total age of the total of that 36 children? We are just going to do what? Multiply it. 36 multiplied by 12. It will give us the total age of all the children in that class as 400. Total age is what? 432. This is the total age, their total age. If we minus the total age out of the total age of boys, it's going to give us the total age of girls. Now, total age of girls, this is total age of boys. Let me write boys here. Total age of girls. Now, don't forget the way I got this 432 ages. The way I did is that 36 multiplied by 12. That is where I got 432, the total age of the students in that class, of the children in that class, because we were told that the average for each person is 12 years old. Each person is 12 years. I multiply, this is their total age. Now, for the total age of the boys is what? Is 294 that we calculated. To now get the total age of the girls, I'm going to do what? 432 minus 294. What is it going to give me? 294. Therefore, the total age of the girls will be 138 years. 138 years. Let me move to the next page. I don't want to clean this space up. Now, let's move to the next page. I don't want to clean this space up. Therefore, we have seen the total age of the girls in the class as what? As 138. 138. Let's move to the next page. 138. Girls. 138 is their total age. To calculate the average and mean, they are the same thing. Let me write mean. It means that the total age of the girls divided by the total number of the girls. What is the total number of the girls? We said that the total number of the girls is what? 12. While the total number of the boys is 24. 12. Therefore, we are going to divide it by 12. Divide it by 12, isn't it? And therefore, the frequency of the number of the guests is 12, which means the number of the guests in that class and the total of their age that we sum up, which is 138, divided by the sum of the frequency. Now, it's going to give us what? 138 divided by 12 is going to give us what? 11.5. 11.5 years, isn't it? Now, this decimal, let's turn this 0.5. When you say point half, it means that half is 0 point. Half is half. What is the half of 1 year? Half of 1 year is what? 6 months. Therefore, we are going to write our answer properly now. Therefore, the average or mean of girls is 11 years, 6 months. This is our final answer. Let's go to the previous page to check our answer. If we get our answer, 11 years, 6 months. Therefore, our final answer is what? C. C, 11 years, 6 months. 11 years, 6 months. Let's move to the next question. If 15,000 amounts to 20,000 in 2 years at simple interest, what is the rate of interest? Now, do we know the formula of simple interest? The formula of simple interest is this: P mean principal multiplied by rate, R multiplied by T time divided by what? By 100. Now, what is our principal here? If 15,000 amount to 20,000, it means that if this 15,000 that you invested is the amount, it's always called P, principal, which is 15,000. What is our rate? The rate, that's what the question said that we should look for. We don't know yet. What is our time? The time say 2 years. Excuse me. What is our simple interest here? The simple interest say that if 15,000 amount to 20,000, it means that the difference between them is 5,000. For 15,000 to amount to 20,000, we have seen the interest of what? 5,000 within 2 years. Therefore, our simple interest is what? 5,000. Just minus that 20,000 minus what? 15,000 is going to give you what? 5,000. Now let's apply this. What is our simple interest? 5,000. What is our principal? 15,000. What is our rate? We don't know yet. What is our T time? 2 years. Divided by 100. 0 cancel 0 here. 0 cancel 0 here. Now, what do we have left here? We have 150 multiplied by R multiplied by 2. Now, let's cross multiply. Cross multiply like this. 150 multiplied by 2 is going to give us 300. We are going to have 300 R, because 150 multiplied by 2 is 300. Multiplied by R, 300 R. What remain here? 5,000. Divide both sides by 300. Yeah, divide both sides by 300. 300, yeah. Therefore, 300 cancel 300 here. 300 cancel 300 here. Let's use 0. 0 here, 0 here. 0 here, 0 here. What do we have left? We have 50 divided by 3. What will be our final answer is R equals to 50 divided by 3. How many 3 can 3 go in 50? No, impossible. Therefore, how many 3 are we going to see? 3 and 1. How many 3 can we see here? 1. Remainder 2, isn't it? Add the 2 to the 0. How many 3 can we see in 20? We are going to see in 18, which is 6 times. 6 times is going to remain what? 2. Therefore, we are going to call this one 16 whole number. Remainder what? Remainder 2 over 3. This is our final answer. The range 16 whole number 2 over 3. Do you have it there? 16 whole number 2. Yes, B. Our final answer is what? B. Let's move to the next question. If a book is sold at 40,000 naira, the loss is 20%. How much should the books be sold in order to make a gain of 10%? When you have question like this, if you don't want to stress yourself, there's something we call gross up. This 40,000 already is sold at what? We sold the books at 40,000 naira, and they call it that we make a loss of 20%. It means that we sold this book at what? At 80%. When you say 100% is the total amount you buy the book, when you bought a book at original amount, it is 100%. And we were told that he make a loss of 20%. Therefore, he sold that book at the rate of what? 80%. 80%. This is 80%. So now gross up to know the original amount that he bought that book. We are going to do what? To gross this 40,000 naira up. How do we gross it up? You just divide it by 0.8, 80%. What is 80%? 80% is equivalent to 80 divided by 100. It's going to give us 0.8. It's going to give us 0.8. We just divide this 40,000 by 0.8 because the 40,000 represents the 80%. 40,000 divided by 0.8 is going to give us what? 50,000. Going to give us 50,000. It means that we bought that book 50,000 and we sold it what? How much? We sold it 40,000. The loss of 20,000 has gone. And the question is asking us, how much should the book sold in order to make a gain of 10%? For you to make a gain of 10%, this one already is what? 100%, isn't it? Now, if you want to sell it at 10% profit, you just add 10% to 100. It's going to give you what? 110%. What is 110%? 110% is the same thing as 110 over 100 or 1.1. When you use calculator to divide this one, it's going to give you 1.1. You will now say that the amount that you are going to sell it in order to make that profit, how much should the book be sold? Which means your selling price. Your selling price will now be what? 50,000 multiplied by 110%. That 110 is the same thing as 1.1. When you say 110 divided by 100, it's going to give you 1.1. Instead of going through this stress, just multiply it by 1.1. It's going to give you what? How much? It's going to give you 55,000. Our final answer is how much should the book be sold? The book should be sold at what? At 55,000. But the question remove all the thousand out of here because we have 55, we have 52, we have 40, 50. Therefore, our final answer is what? A, which is 55,000 or 55. Don't know why the question remove all the zero based on the JAMB question, which is A. Our final answer is A. Let's move to the next question. Find the value of n if 0.00000067 equals to n multiplied by 10 minus 7. Now, what we are going to do, let me write out the question out. 0.00, how many zero there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. 67 equals to n multiplied by 10 minus 7. Now we are going to do what? To turn this one to standard form. This point, you are going to come and drop it here. You count the number of times we wrote this thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Therefore, we turn it how many times? 7 times. Now we have turned it so 7 times. When it goes to the right side, it's going to give us minus. Let's turn this to standard. It's going to give us 6.7 multiplied by 10 minus 7 equals to n multiplied by 10 minus 7. Now we are trying to substitute for n. Therefore, anything beside n is the coefficient of that n. We are going to do what? Divide both sides by 10 minus 7. 10 minus 7. This 10, 10, cut out, cut out. This one too, cut out, cut out. What's our final answer we have here? 6.7 equals to final one here is n. Our final answer is going to be 6.7. Do we have 6.7 there? Yes, B. Let's move to the next question. Find the value of x in x raised power minus 1 multiplied by this. Let me write out the question. 8 minus 1 multiplied by 2 raised power 2x plus 1 equals to 64, isn't it? Now this 8, we are going to change this to, because we have base, we are going to change them to 2, 2, 2, because that's our base. For this one to have 2, it means that we are going to have everything all so that they will look uniform. They must be in the same base. 2 times 2 times 2, 2 times 2, 4, 4 times 2, 8. Therefore, we are going to have 2 raised power 3 minus 1. Therefore, when you multiply this one, let me do it like this. Let me do it like this. Multiply by 2x plus. So how many 2 can we multiply together that will get 64? 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 2, 8. 8 times 2, 16. 16 times 2, 32. 32 times 2 is going to give us 64. That's 6. 2 raised power 6. 2 raised power 6. Now let's open this bracket. This one, 3 multiplied by minus 1 is going to give us minus 3. Now 2 raised power 2x plus 1 equals to 2 raised power 6. Now let's cut out all the base out. Cut this one, cut this base, cut this base. So the remaining one that is raised power, we are going to write them down. Let's write them out. We have minus 3 here, isn't it? Anything multiplication in the standard is going to change to plus. Minus 3 plus bracket 2x plus 1 equals to 6. We are cut out the base. Now, let's open the bracket. Minus 3 plus 2x plus 1 equals to 6. Now, minus 3 plus 1, because they look alike, you have to add them together. You cannot add 3 and 2x because they are not this, they are not from the same father and mother, because they don't look alike. They look different. It's only the minus 3 and plus 1 that they look alike. You are owing minus 3 and you have plus 1 naira. When you pay out the money, the balance you are going to have, let me write out 2x, you are going to have minus 2 left, because when you take out the minus 1, when you pay it out, you are still owing minus 2, 6. Therefore, let's collect light time again. This minus 2, go and meet your elder brother at the other side. 2x equals to 6. When this minus 2 jump is equal to, is going to change to what? To plus 2x. Therefore, 6 plus 2 is going to give us what? 8. Now, let's divide both sides by coefficient of x so that the x can stand alone. Divide here, divide here. 2 here 1, 2 here 1, 2 here 1, 2 here 4. Our final answer, S is what? 4. Do we have 4 there? Yes, D. Our final answer is D. Let's move to the next question, which is the final one on this video. Given that log 10 equals to x and log 10 to equals to y, evaluate without using table log 35. Log 10 35. Now this log 35, if you want to change it, because the question has given us log 7 and 2, what number can we multiply that will give us 35? We are going to have log, that's 7 times 5. 7 times 5 will give us 35. It's going to give us log 10 by what? 7 times log what? Log 5. In anything of the log or something, this multiplication you will change this to plus when you are doing it. And this one, we have the questions give us log 2. Log 10 raised by 2 equals to y. But we have 5 here. How can we do this thing? To change this thing to 2, we already have log 7, which is x here. That one is 5. That one is fine. But log 5, what can we do that will give us the same log 5? It's the same thing when you say that 10 divided by 2. Is it not going to give you 5? Yes, it's going to give me 5. Is it? Therefore, it's going to do what? It's going to give me 5. When I say divided by 2, it's going to give me 5. Therefore, this log 10, I'm going to replace it with 10 divided by 2. Therefore, I'm going to write my question like this. Anything multiplication in log is going to is plus. It means plus. Therefore, we are going to have log 10 by 10 over log 10 by 2. Isn't it? It's the same thing. This log 5 is the same thing as 10 divided by 2 equals to 5. So I replace this log 5 by this log 10 divided by log 2. This is division, isn't it? Division. Now let me change this division. Log 10 7 plus log 10 by 10 divided by log 2. Do you know that this division, I've changed it like this so that the 2 denominator will come up by division. This is division. If I want to change this division, if I want to change this division in log, I will change it to what? Minus. To what? I said to minus. Let me open another page. This space, as you can see that this space is filled up, I don't want to clean it. Let's move to the next page so that I will write out this log 7 log 10 plus log 10 divided by log 2. Let me write it. Log 10 by 7 plus log 10 by 10 divided by log 10 by 2. Anything division in the log is going to change to what? To minus. We are going to change this one to minus. No longer the division again. Like the way we change this plus, because anything multiplication is plus in the log, and anything division is the same thing as minus. Log 10 7 plus log 10 by 10 minus log 10 by 2. Therefore, log 10 by 10 cut out is going to give us 1. From the question given to us, what did they call log 7 and log 2? Log 7 is what? X. We were told that log 7 is X, while the log 2 is Y. Let's go back to the page. Log 7 is what? X plus this one is 1 already, minus what is log 2? Log 2 we say is Y. Let's check it again. Is Y. Log 2 is there, is Y. Is Y. Therefore, our final answer is X plus 1 minus Y is our final answer. Let's look at the question. We check out X plus 1 minus X. X. Let me check it again. X. Okay. What they do that is that they move the X, the alphabet together, and move the figure backward. What we are going to do now is X, this minus Y, come here, plus 1. This is exactly what they did. So let's go back. X minus Y plus 1 is our final answer. X minus Y plus 1, which is B. Our final answer is what? B. X minus 1. Yes, our final answer is B. B. Thank you for listening. I remain Sunday Bada. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel for more video.